In the heart of the American Southwest, the desert holds more than just silence. It remembers. Arizona, a land of red dust and endless sky, where mountains glow like fire at dusk and the wind carries voices older than time. Out here, the nights are long and the shadows never truly disappear. Every canyon, every ghost town, every lonely stretch of road has a story waiting to be heard. Tonight, we travel through the desert's memory, where gold, blood, and sorrow mingle with the sand. 3 tales of a cursed treasure, a vanishing hitchhiker, and a town swallowed by the dust. This is Haunting Legends, the desert spirits of Arizona, the lost Dutchman's gold mine. For centuries, the Superstition Mountains, east of Phoenix, have lived up to their name. Rising like jagged teeth from the desert floor, they glow red at sunset, beautiful and foreboding, like a warning painted across the horizon. The Apache once called these peaks sacred. They said the mountains were a gateway, a place where the earth swallows the greedy whole. Then came the miners. Among them was a man named Jacob Waltz, a German immigrant known simply as the Dutchman. In the late 1800s, Waltz arrived in the Arizona Territory with little more than a pickaxe and an obsession. He claimed he'd found a vein of pure gold hidden somewhere in the Superstitions, a mine so rich it could make a man king. But he kept its location secret. He told no one where it was, not even his closest friends. When he died in 1891, a single piece of parchment was found beneath his bed, a crude map marked only with 3 symbols: a mountain peak, a river bend, and a cross. Since then, hundreds have searched for the lost Dutchman's mine. Few returned. Those who did came back changed. One man claimed he saw lights moving in the cliffs at night, as though lanterns were burning deep underground. Another stumbled out of the canyons half dead, muttering that he'd found the gold, but that something had been guarding it. They say you can still see him sometimes, an old man with a beard of dust, standing among the rocks at sunset, his eyes glittering like gold dust in the dying light. He watches, waiting for the next fool to follow him into the mountains. And when they do, the desert takes another. Even now, hikers vanish in the Superstitions every year. The sheriff calls it heat exhaustion. Locals call it the curse of the Dutchman. The mountain gives, and it takes. The Vanishing Hitchhiker of Route 85. There's a stretch of highway in southern Arizona that few drive after midnight. A long, straight road cutting through open desert, Route 85. It's said that if you drive that road alone at night, with nothing but the hum of your engine and the desert wind for company, you might see her. A young woman, standing on the side of the road, her dress white as bone, her hair black and tangled like the shadows of the saguaro. She raises her arm, asking for a ride. Most who see her stop. Something about her seems familiar. Her voice is soft. She says she's headed north, always north. She sits quietly in the passenger seat, eyes fixed on the dark horizon. Her skin is pale, her hands folded neatly in her lap. And then, after a few miles, she says something strange. "This is where I died." When the driver looks over, the seat is empty. Only the smell of rain and dust remains. No one knows who she was. Some say she was a newlywed killed in a crash decades ago, driving home from her own wedding. Others say she was left for dead by the side of the road and never found peace. Truckers who make the route swear she's real. They see her reflection in their mirrors, walking along the road at dawn, disappearing when the sun touches the horizon. One driver claimed he picked her up 3 times. each a year apart, each time at the same mile marker. Every time she said the same thing before vanishing. Tell them I'm still waiting. The curse of two guns. Off Interstate 40, about 30 miles east of Flagstaff, you can still find what's left of a place called Two Guns. Once a gas stop for travelers, now nothing but broken stone buildings and the skeleton of a zoo. Yes, a zoo. In the 1920s, a man named Harry Miller bought the land. He was eccentric, maybe mad, and he built a small roadside attraction to draw in tourists headed for the Grand Canyon. He called himself Two Guns, and he built his empire on a cursed place. Long before his arrival, that stretch of canyon was known to the Navajo as Canyon Diablo, the Canyon of the Devil. It was said that a massacre had taken place there, an Apache ambush that left dozens dead. Miller didn't care. He turned the nearby caves into exhibits, charging visitors to see the Apache Death Cave. He even sold bones as souvenirs. Soon after, Miller began hearing noises in the cave at night. Muffled screams, whispers, in a language he didn't know. His animals grew restless. His wife claimed she saw men made of smoke walking the canyon rim. Then, one night, the gas station exploded. No one ever figured out why. Miller was found half-burned, muttering, "They came from the ground, the ones I disturbed." He left Two Guns soon after. Every new owner met the same fate: fires, deaths, bankruptcies. Today, the ruins are still there. Graffiti covers the walls. Wind howls through broken windows. And deep in the canyon, you can still find the entrance to the so-called Death Cave. Locals say if you stand inside long enough, you'll hear breathing in the dark and the sound of footsteps behind you. But when you turn around, there's nothing there. Only dust, bones, and the echo of something that never forgave. You've been listening to Haunting Legends, where the old tales still breathe and the past is never truly gone. Leave a light burning and join me again for another journey into the unseen. Because in Arizona, even the desert remembers, and under the sand, some things are still alive.